would like to begin today's edition with football, and we kick off with the national under-20 football team, which is the Rising Stars, which is set to face Rwanda in the first round of the Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations qualifiers. The match is set to be played this afternoon at the Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos, starting from 3 p.m. with the second leg set to be played between April 20th and April 22nd, 2018. Head coach Stanley Okumbi is satisfied with the team's preparations ahead of the match and expressed confidence that the Rising Stars will give a good account of themselves against Rwanda. Preparations for the qualifiers kicked off on Monday, February 19, 2018, with close to 100 players getting a chance to audition for a place on the team.
For the past 1 month, and it has been quite well, though I was not here for 10 days. But in my absence, of course, the other trainers were doing a quite a good job, because we played 3-4 friendly matches and really performed well. And I believe that ahead of tomorrow's game, we are well prepared. The players are ready, they are eager. The commitment that they are showing on and off the pitch, I know that if they put it into the match tomorrow, we'll get positive results. 2 dependable players in defense will not be available because of the document, but I know that during return leg, of course, we'll have it. But in terms of injury, every player is okay.
Of course, that match begins in the next 45 minutes at Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos. But still, on Stanley Okumbi, after Harambee Stars lost 3-2 to the Central African Republic, Stanley Okumbi was redeployed to the under-20 team, and he says he has no sour spittle, rather, and is ready to work for the Football Kenya Federation. This is what he had to say.
I'll miss in the senior team is the story, of course, of people putting words on me. It has been quite interesting, and for me it was fun. For the past 2 years, for sure I was focused, because if I was weak, maybe I could have been resigned maybe even before I played the first match. But for me to move in this level, I find it quite interesting, because by the end of the day I need maybe to get quality players that will do the work in the senior team, because the players that we are having there, maybe in the next 2-3 years, they will not be there again. So I need to find quality players that will support the new coach in the senior team, because by the end of the day, we need to give him support. And I believe that if we do it collectively with the other trainers, I think it will be quite interesting for him. We will have a quite easy job there, but simply we need to support him. If every trainer can come behind him and support him, of course, he will achieve his targets.
Still on football, Harambee Starlets coach David Ouma has made 6 additions to the team ahead of the 2-legged Africa Women Cup of Nations qualifier against Uganda. Goalkeepers Brenda Achieng and Monica Karambu, as well as 2 defenders, Elizabeth Ambogo and Juliet Auma, have been called up to the Starlets team, currently in camp in Machakos. Also called up are forwards Mercy Airo, who was part of the national under-20 team last year, and esse Akida. Akida has been recalled after she missed the friendly against Zambia due to an ankle injury.
It was a very big plus for us as a team, because this enabled us, of course, to blend the experienced players and the young players that are pushing in the team. Of course, we realized some of the areas that we want to work with ahead of the Zambian game. The situation is, of course, the tactical influence in the game, especially working through the wide areas. This is something that I'm working in, because in the game against Zambia, we developed the crosses from the wide areas, and it resulted to the penalties. So for me, as a coach, I think we need to be more precise in terms of delivering the cross balls in this particular game, because we'll be playing at home. So we'd like to take all the full advantage in terms of controlling the game, and this is something essential, because as a coach, I know if we control the game, then we have all the possibilities to win this match against Uganda on Wednesday. I think for esse, she got a knock ahead of the Zambian friendly match, and of course the situation can always happen to any of the players. So for us at this moment, I've been consulting with the doctors about the progress of esse in injury, and at the moment she's recovering well. The only situation is we have to really get a clean bill of health from the doctors, but at the moment she's trying to fight in to see the possibility if she can form in the squad. But at the moment we are just positive that she can manage to shake off the injury.
First and foremost, before I answer your question, I'm grateful to God. You know, I'm from an injury and I'm still recovering. And I can say I'm quite ready, not 100% because I'm still, the coach is still, my injury is still monitored. But more so I'm looking forward to grace that match, hopefully, and God willing. We have a good record with Uganda. We played them twice and we've beaten them 4-4. I can say it's a 50-50 thing though.
Zasema morali ya timu iko juu. Kitu ya kwanza, hiyo friendly yenye tuliweza kucheza, tuliweza kushinda na imeweza kutupatia moral. Na ambapo game yetu ya kwanza tunacheza home, tuna expect ushindi na tuko positive kwa sababu tunapiga tuna do our best.
Now, still on football, Sofapaka FC continued their good form in the Kenya Premier League after 2-0 win over Nakumatt FC in a match played at Ruaraka Stadium here in Nairobi. Eugene Ambulo's own goal in the early stages of the game put Sofapaka in the lead before Sofapaka went up to, rather, the win sees Sofapaka move up to the 4th place with 16 points, while Nakumatt FC, who are winless in 5 matches, are 15th place. In other matches, Gor Mahia beat Vihiga United with a goal without a reply.
Namna gani vijana wa Sofapaka hawa, bila shaka ni Kefa Swani huyo, ilikuwa ni pata shika gua kuchanuka pamoja na kuchanika pia katika lango la timu ya Nakumatt. Dakika hiyo mgongoni, tuangalie je kona hii itazaa tunda au namna gani. Sofapaka wanapata kona ina mimino wa kule, anaruka juu hapa, bada anambabatiza mchezaji mmoja, naona penalty ile. Penalty ile, bila shaka penalty hiyo. Anaambiwa kijana huyu wanasema bana, referee anasema sikunawa ule mpira katika kile kisengere nyuma chetu. Hata wachezaji hapa wa timu ya Sofapaka tayari kila mmoja alikuwa ameinua mikono juu kusema kwamba jamaa amenawa mpira. Kwa hivyo ni penalty kuelekezwa lango la timu
Of course, Sofapaka with a 2-0 win over Nakumatt FC yesterday. So we now take a look at the results from yesterday, other matches that were played yesterday in different venues across the country. Remember, we had a number of matches that were played. Posta Rangers settled for a 3-1 win over Thika United. Kariobangi Sharks fell to Ulinzi Stars in a match that ended 1-0. Gor Mahia got a 1-0 win over Vihiga United, courtesy of Jakis Tuisenge scoring that solitary goal in that match. Nzoia Sugar got a 1-0 win over Sony Sugar. And then we had Kakamega Homeboys getting a 1-0 win over Bandari. And of course, the match between Sofapaka and Nakumatt ended 2-0. Those were the results from yesterday's matches. Remember, this afternoon, there are no matches in the Kenya Premier League. But tomorrow, that is Monday, we do have fixtures, the Kenya Premier League fixtures that have been set. So we take a look at for the fixtures for tomorrow in Kenya Premier League, rather, that have been set. We see who will probably shift and go where. We have 2 fixtures for the day. Zukericho will be hosting Wazito FC, and then Tusker will be taking on FC Leopards in the biggest match of the day. Tusker taking on FC Leopards, then Zukericho versus Wazito. Those are the 2 fixtures in the Kenya Premier League that are scheduled to take place tomorrow in different venues here in the country. So